They had him kill Daffy Duck at the beginning. It's like he killed him. Shut the f*** up and get over here.
Years.
Gamers, which would be you.
I'm one of those people.
One of those people. And non-gamers, you know, the ones that you hold your nose up to. Yeah, the ones you look down on all the time, the ones you don't talk shit, but you really talk shit about non-gamers, I noticed. That's one of the places that you're a complete asshole, Chris.
Oh, no.
Is that right?
It is. It's just, man, it's just, that's what gamers do.
I try to help them out.
That's not, by talking shit. I know. But you know those people that you look down upon?
Funny that gamers would hold their nose to anybody.
I know.
Hi!
I know. Sit in that chair stinking all day.
Oh, but not you, Chris.
Oh, no, you're one of the good ones,
I'm
man.
one of the good ones, yes.
You're one of the good ones.
Thank you.
But those people that you look down upon, I want to let you know that you all have something in common, and that is Mortal Kombat. This has become a cultural phenomenon.
Cross mediums.
Cross mediums, because it's notorious for its graphic violence and its adult themes, but mostly the graphic violence.
Yeah, a lot of that.
The gore. It's a very gory game.
The ripping and tearing.
Ripping and tearing when they're not tearing and ripping and doing those fatalities. You know, that's the thing with this, man.
There's also some eviscerating and smushing.
And smushing.
A lot of smushing.
Oh, boy, it just turns into just like the red jello around the floor when they're done. And you know, the violence has gotten even bloodier and more graphic. The more you know, quote unquote realistic the game has become. There'd be a time where a fatality was just slitting somebody's throat, letting them bleed out, and calling it a day. Well, I've done my fatality duty for the day. Not anymore. Not anymore. They don't double down. They don't triple down. They quadruple down now.
Finish her.
Wake up, girl. Okay, in any other world, she would be finished. Yeah. You know,
That's it. That's done.
That's done. Yeah, you know, her spine's exposed.
Says her spine is. How is her spine still there?
It's spiny. Yeah, spiny. I don't
Hold
know.
her up.
Magic. But her spine is the flesh is gone, but the spine is still there. But she'd be dead. You know, in any other world, hey, I'm done. Call it a day. It's finished. Not in Mortal Kombat world. No. We just getting started.
We'll tell you when we're finished.
Oh, what'd you do?
Even she's like, God damn. She's like, I was dead 5 minutes ago. What the
Insult
Are
to
you
injury.
sure? Is she dead yet?
No, she's still not. And I think there's more to go after that. But we don't have time right now. Some people today, they will argue that to this day, that still, out of everything we've had, as far as, outside of the kiddie realm, the best video game movie today is still, what is it?
Mortal Kombat.
No. Angry Birds. But second, women, no.
Gotcha.
No, good guess though.
Thanks.
No, but the second one would be indeed Mortal Kombat.
One more victory.
Your soul is mine.
I love how you say kiddie realm. This is goofier than any of the kid video game movies we've had.
Oh.
This is PG at best.
And
Yeah,
this
which one is goofier, this or Sonic?
this
Sonic's way more mature.
This.
Yeah.
Your soul is mine because I'm on that shit.
Jim Carrey's like, I can beat the shit out of Shane soon. Watch me. I'll kill him.
Sonic is way less goofy than this right here.
Yeah.
Sonic's a goddamn drama compared to Mortal Kombat. But a lot of people would still tell you that, this. Is this PG-13?
Yeah, it was PG-13.
It was PG-13.
Yeah, I
But,
don't think this was rated R.
a lot of people say this is still the best video game movie out there.
Oh.
That to this day.
So,
Certain people hold this up as the best one.
Yeah, 30 years
that
later.
is a sad state of affairs, my friend.
Yeah, it is.
There's still hope, though.
Look at it. I still got it. Ha, cha, 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 cha.
I still believe.
Damn it. Because that was PG-13.
Yeah.
And people are saying, okay, now they're saying now we finally got an adaptation with all of not only the blood and the gore, but now we got cursing up in there,
hell yeah.
and people are like, yeah. And it's a cartoon. God damn it, shit! Can I win? I cannot win.
Cartoons can be violent.
Cartoons, the tunes can be violent. The tunes out there can be violent. And that is what we have here with Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge. With this story right here, you got popular character Scorpion. He gets more of a backstory as we witness the brutal murder of his family. And now he seeks revenge. How dare you kill my family? And I will get my revenge in Mortal Kombat. Let's go ahead and look at the 2D animation with all the blood and the guts and see if it does still hold the same impact as we watch this trailer for Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge.
Welcome you to Mortal Kombat.
They always got that dude back there.
He's the most excited one there.
You know, people are even scared to say that word. We're about to get into it, but Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat! I heard you. Shit.
Goro. Finish him.
Mortal Kombat Legends.
I gotta tell you, this is not the first time that we've seen Mortal Kombat in the Toon world right here. This is not the first time this has been done in 2D animation.
No, not at all.
They had a Mortal Kombat 2D animated series at one time, except they took
a series, really?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, except Martin, they took out they took out all of the gore. They took out all of the adult themes. They didn't even have a drop of blood up in there. And somebody said, well, shit, what are you trying to do, make a kid show? You goddamn right we are.
How is that even Mortal Kombat?
Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge.
Kids are like, cool, but what the
Yeah.
Where's
my blood and gore?
Where's the blood?
Where's the meat?
Yeah. We want the meats.
I mean, that sort of is their thing. It's in the title.
Yeah, somebody got to die. This is cool. I know this shit is a Saturday morning cartoon anyway, but I'm not feeling this. Not feeling this at all. So, does the gore and all the blood, does that really make a difference when we have this? And, we can call it anything from animation to a cartoon. Is it really making a difference when it has this 2D animated style? I tell you, the best way to gauge this is to compare it to another Mortal Kombat property that we have not brought up yet.
Khan's portal, stay open.
Raiden? It's a new look.
Yeah, huh?
Is this Mortal,
You like it?
is this Mortal Kombat Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I watched this last night, and this is a piece of shit. This movie right, I'm going to review this on Tuesday, man, in honor of this coming out. But this is Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
And the sequel.
Basically, it's everything that this movie is, except that this right here it's the same thing. It's funny how you could do the same thing as a shitty movie, but this is 100 times better.
It is.
Yeah, sure, it's animated, but it's got tons of gore in there. And when you're looking at this, those things, it has because that's what's going on with this. It has the gore and it's animated. And it's those things that push this to an acceptable level of over-the-topness.
I think the fact that it is animated brings it just closer to the games themselves, which are animated and over the top and ridiculous. It's like it's more in tone. And so when you have that gore, it matches just how ridiculous and hyper-violent the games actually are. So I think it'd be hard to do this in live action. It would come off even more goofy in live action than doing animation. It's like, oh no, you're just doing what the games are doing. This is a proper adaptation of the story.
Yeah.
Animation in general gets a pass on a lot of things. Because you go, all right, well, it's shorthand, it's animated, I'll accept it. The breaking of the physics, dialogue that would not fly in a live action movie, and even plot wise, there's things that are so simplistic or silly that you just kind of go with.
You just go with it, man. Let me tell you, probably the best way to watch this.
Although I can't say I did that 100% here.
And I can't blame you, man. if I can just be very upfront with you guys, last night I watched this with my wife, and she was stoned out her mind, man. And she had a great time with this.
Oh, of course.
And I think I was getting a contact high. And
you
I
should have
just
told me that was the way to watch it.
That's the way to watch it, man. This is a stoner film, if anything, man. I mean, really, it's not terrible. But listen, because you got to look at it. There's a lot of terrible shit going on in this. There's a lot of terrible shit going on in this, man. From the moment that this opens up, let me see if I can find a clip from the moment this opens up. You got Scorpion. It's a terrible opening. You get a cliched scene of him bonding with his son, complete with him giving the piggyback ride, and he even says in some just atrocious dialogue, just real basic shit. Come on, son, let's go home. Your mother's making dinner. It's like, God damn. What computer wrote this script right here? I'm like, are you fucking really?
So stoic that they have no personality.
But didn't you like the parable of the
Let me
Scorpion?
describe to you the actions that we will be taking.
Yes. Come on, son. Let's walk this way and go to our house, which is over there. Your mom is cooking dinner. She's making potatoes and pot roast tonight. It's like, the out of here, man. Yeah, it's an amateurish setup, man. It's amateur hour setup that they're doing with this movie right here. And I started rolling my eyes. And the movie said, look, we ain't stupid. We know it's bad. We don't care.
We're just adapting what we saw in the games.
Yeah, we don't care. And guess what? You don't care. We're just going to be upfront with you. I mean, look into your heart and really answer this, man. Do you want to sit up here and hear the true story of Scorpion and his family? Do you give a about this kid right here? No. What you want, we just need some kind of way, real quick, shorthand way to make this mother mad so that he goes berserk on a bunch of people. And you just want to go crazy and kill. Oh, and look, there he goes right now. Oh my God.
Just took the death of the family to do it.
Yeah, it took 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes before berserk. Before Scorpion. That's probably even less. I think it was about 4 minutes into the movie. Scorpion lost his mind, and I'm sitting up there covered in blood talking about,
Got on me, it's 4D.
oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez, oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to pass it on to Mark, but can I say something? This shit is so insane that they even had the henchmen do something I never see henchmen do in movies.
Get scared?
Get scared and run. They had the henchmen do some shit. This is the most realistic part of the movie right here.
It is. It is the most realistic part of the movie.
You never see henchmen look at crazy shit and then take off running. We always say, what the I get the hell out of there. This Scorpion goes so crazy and is been chopping people so much that these henchmen, they're just like, F this, I'm out. Yeah, this.
It then goes on to 15 minutes of Scorpion showing us the recipe for ninja steaks. 'Cause that's all he does. It's like he's a chef at Benihana's, just chopping up ninjas into steaks to later be thrown on a grill or served with rice.
It really is, man.
Yeah, they did look appetizing. I mean, the way he was cutting them and everything.
This fool cuts people so bad and so quick they don't even have time to really bleed.
No. It's like cutting into a cow or a cake. It's like, look at all those layers right there.
Yeah, just super clean cuts all the way through.
Yeah. Shit, I want to put those motherfuckers on a grill.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to marinate them, put some sauce on it.
See what Tyrese's chef is up to.
They want you to know also, those kids, we don't care.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very much so.
This is Mortal Kombat. You shouldn't bring those little motherfuckers around here anyway.
Can they fight?
What you doing having kids?
Yeah, what you doing having kids in the world of Mortal Kombat? I just, spoiler alert, he don't make it.
What's funny about him not making it is that the bad guy has his kid by the throat and is killing him, and he goes, if you harm a hair on his head, I'm like, dude, I think we're past that right now.
Well, good, I'm choking this bitch out there. I'll go for the neck.
I got you trapped. If I harm a hair, So I could cut him. I could slice his throat. But if I harm a hair, you're gonna do something.
All right. Well, I won't hurt his hair, but I'll snap his neck.
You're getting specific with it.
Yeah, they don't want no kids. This is Mortal Kombat world. You brought, hey, that's on you for
That's
giving
on you.
birth. You know, these characters, man, they ain't shit either. I mean,
No, they are not.
look, I'm not trying to be rude.
I even love it. They even reference who these characters are inspired by. They're just blatantly putting it out there. It's like, yeah, we got Bruce Lee. Yeah, we got Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is who they
Yeah.
are. They acknowledge it,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
No, I do too. I mean, because you're looking right here. You got Sonya, Sonya Blade, voiced by Jennifer Carpenter. You know, all she does is always making a point about having to prove herself because it's tough being a tough girl in a tough world.
Yeah. Man's world.
Man's
She's gotta prove
world.
herself. That's her character arc.
Johnny Cage don't do nothing but make clueless Hollywood actor jokes.
Yep.
Everything.
what?
What's that?
Well, as much he does, he makes clueless Hollywood actor joke. It makes no sense for him to even be in this.
No.
But he said the one smart thing in this whole movie.
Well, what the is this? what did he say?
He said, "Wait, so you're telling me the fate of the universe is all built around a karate contest?" I was like, "Thank you."
And you know what?
Nobody else gonna bring this up.
Johnny Cage is shallow as but at least he's funny. And he does say, man, he's thinking what we're thinking because
He's
he
the audience.
he even said that. He said the fate of the world is down to a karate contest, and he even rolled his eyes like, dumb. You know? It helps that he's voiced by Joel McHale.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, he does a great job.
He really
No,
does.
he does. Raiden is
He keeps it going.
yeah, he does. Y'all know Raiden. Raiden's the silent but wise god, and Liu Kang in this. Liu Kang ain't none but it's Bruce Lee. It's Bruce Lee with long
They
hair.
even say, settle down, Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, he's either Bruce Lee or
He's the chosen one.
He's every noble, chosen
Exactly.
Asian good guy
Yep.
in
Yeah.
every martial arts movie. And whenever they talk, like I said, the dialogue, even when the dialogue might be passable in some parts, but even when they talk, they must do all kind of dramatic posing, as you see.
Especially him.
And then especially him, as you will see in this clip.
Did you?
Nope.
What about you, Mr.
Scorpion.
Oh, it's catchy. I like that. Did you declare Mortal Kombat?
Shakes his head at all this dramatic shit, and he's the one that's like just give the head and
He's just getting to the point of the thing.
yeah. No, I don't know nothing about that. No, so
I can't spell Mortal Kombat.
I guess he was just tired.
They were very smart to have the main character be Scorpion because in the games he's typically looked at he's either a villain or an anti-hero, but he's still the face of the franchise. Like he's the guy that people are like, hey, when you see Scorpion, you think Mortal Kombat, that's the guy.
Yeah.
And so often, like in the games, they always position as Liu Kang, he's the chosen
Yeah.
hero. Liu Kang's kind of a side character in this. Like his stuff just happens for the sake of convenience, but
It does.
we just follow Scorpion here. He gets the most dialogue. He has the most arc. He's the only one that has any really semblance of an arc in this film. He actually learns something throughout the movie. And yeah, it's cliche as hell, but it works. And it's like, that's very smart. You're selling it through him because all he cares about is, as the movie says, is getting revenge.
Is getting revenge, yeah.
I'm going to eviscerate everyone on this island. I'm going to turn everyone to meat cakes, and it's going to be fun. And he delivers that. That's what works. That's why he should be the
Yep.
main character of this franchise. We see it through his eyes completely.
They had him kill Daffy Duck at the beginning. Did that? It was like he killed him. Shut the f up and get over here.
Years.
I love it.
I love that too, man. Somebody says that real? Yeah, that's at the beginning.
That's the opening of the movie.
That's the opening of the movie, man. Nah, he killed D. That's funny. The first victim of Mortal Kombat is Daffy Duck. The other characters in the movie, man, I see. You can't help but laugh at this, man.
I think you're supposed to.
I mean, you're supposed to be laughing at this. It's just
Very tongue-in-cheek, this film.
it is, man. It really is, because all the other characters, they're just macho monsters
Yeah.
from other worlds, are cameos.
Oh, a lot of cameos.
From the game again, so people can say, "Oh my God, you know
There's
that's
that guy.
that's
Look,
that
he's
guy."
doing that move right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
he
like,
performed
why are
that
there lizard
fatality.
people here?
What's that, Mark?
I said, why are there lizard men here?
But I know- well,
and,
that-
and
because-
chicks
Reptile.
with bat wings. What is going
It's
on?
because he's in the game.
Yeah.
It's Reptile from the game, and they did one of the things I tell you. They did put in their special moves for a lot of them.
That's cool.
Their fatality moves and special moves. But you know, all these all these other characters are just so goddamn macho, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah, it's like Predator.
yeah. They're so,
They're in the jungle too.
and they're in the jungle, but they are so macho. They are so manly. They're so tough that, 90% of them are insecure as man.
Oh yeah, of course.
There was one scene where two creatures in here were just arm wrestling, man. They were just simply arm wrestling. But but this is Mortal Kombat. You can't just simply just take somebody's arm and slam them to the table. Now you gotta rip that whole bitch off.
Tendons and all.
Tendons and all. They ripped. There was a creature that ripped another guy's arm off just because they were arm wrestling. I looked at that and I said, that's childish.
A little bit.
Because that guy had a tournament the next day.
That guy had a tournament the next day. They put him together. A great handicap right there.
Not anymore.
The thing about this whole movie with, I guess maybe it's with this franchise, they really want to have it both ways. Because they will do an X-ray to show you this catastrophic, traumatic injury somebody has.
Oh, yeah.
And yet, a second later, they're still fighting as if nothing happened.
I knew that was going to bring up, and I agreed, Martin, at first when I was watching the movie. Because we see one guy just get twisted like you're grinding a orange, getting all the juice out of him, splurting out of him, and he gets up and he's walking around the next moment. And what that is that it's emulating the gameplay itself. Because when you go do those X-ray moves, you see someone's rib cage burst, you see their eyeballs like squish, and yet they're right back up there fighting again. They are trying to have it both ways, but they're emulating the gameplay of these action scenes. I see what they're doing.
You're right. Let me see here. What you see here, Martin, in the game, they do this too. So they're trying to bring in they're pleasing the fans.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can see my eyes pop out.
Ow.
Yeah, they do that in the game when they do fatalities. They do a lot, or not even
the
fatalities.
X-ray
No,
moves,
when you do the X-ray moves, somehow you just have to accept that in this world they'll break your bones and they want to punish you, so they piece you back together again.
Back up. You'll just get back up.
Yeah, you just get back up and start. So
they
that's
had those NFL doctors. Okay.
No, it's from the game, and that's what they're doing. And I understand why you bring up that point though. There's a lot of crazy shit.
It's a good point.
Because there's a guy who gets his arms chopped off,
Yes.
and just with a little cauterization, he's okay. No physical therapy.
Yeah.
Doesn't go into shock. None of that.
Yeah.
He's just walking around like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
It happens.
Again, that's video game lore. That's from the game. That's
the
mythology.
mechanics.
Yeah, and the gamers know, or the people who know this property, they know who you're talking about. And that's another thing, but it is crazy because you have 4-armed 9-foot creatures like Goro pop out, and then you have a regular dude go fight him. Not even looking at him like, God damn. He's like, come on, ass face. It's like, all right,
Yeah, but then they know what they're in for. Then they get like, oh shit, and then getting bashed around the room.
They should have knew that before they even came up there and started fighting them.
Got put on the front, man.
Right.
It's all the machismo.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, it's listen, this is strictly for the fans out there.
It is.
I will say that I did enjoy some things that they did. That look, it's still nothing realistic.
No,
it's still nothing that's going to improve the terrible writing here. But I did like another reason I like Johnny Cage is because Johnny Cage he reacts to things a little more like we would.
He's the audience character.
He's the audience character because you're right, Martin. This guy comes in. He's a Hollywood actor, washed up, by the way. Can't even pay his rent, and y'all gonna put him on this this other world, and all of a sudden he's supposed to just settle in, and he looks at things like this. He's like, what the f is going on here? Yeah. If he didn't know that things weren't a movie most of the time, he'd be freaking out even more. He even spends his first fight, it's gonna take a little more time for him to acclimate to this than the other tough people out there. He spends one of his fights just running, and ducking and ducking and dodging
and getting lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, hey, how's it going? That is one hell of a costume. You want to do this now?
Shut the up. Yeah, we doing this right now. It's just like I said, everything's just a Hollywood pun with him. That's the way they wrote him.
He's like the character from the games.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, they know that they aren't working with they aren't working with a great script here. That's why when you get this, the stars of what we have here are the animators. That's what it comes down to, man. The animators, okay, so there's a lot of parts in here where they cut corners. Martin, I don't know if you saw some of the things that they were doing.
I saw something in particular that I had to stop it and go back and rewatch to laugh at.
What was it? I wonder if it's the same thing I'm thinking of.
Well, it's a street fight with Sonya Blade where she's fighting this dude and she knocks his teeth out. They focus on how much she knocks his teeth out.
Yeah.
And while he's there talking, saying, "You knocked my teeth out," not only has his speech not changed, but you could see a full set of teeth in his mouth.
Well, it was the molars. She knocked the back ones out. Like, this is supposed to be our hero. You know, this is from the trailer, y'all. That's why I'm playing this. Did she kill this guy?
Yeah.
She killed this dude?
She definitely kills him.
It did seem
she
that
brains
way.
him. Because his head collapses in on itself.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, there are those UFC fights where somebody gets the front part of their skull caved in, and
Jesus.
they're for the most part okay. But
yeah, I was like, this is supposed to be our hero.
They cut away and he's like not moving, and his eyes just he's looking wall-eyed.
Yeah.
His eyes have just kind of exploded out of
I was
his
like,
head.
God damn, she ain't even in the other world yet. She's doing
I think they pulled that whole. Well, he tried to attack her from the back, so she had license to do whatever she wanted.
She
to
did
do
what
from
she
that
had
point.
to do. I see.
I mean, she had to do what she had to do. He was down and out. he was already not get back up. She's about to walk away, and it's time to
I'm
turn
gonna
around
end
and
this.
kill him.
Yeah, he had to talk some more shit. He's like, all right, you ain't talking shit to nobody else no more.
Right.
The
Your
last one
shit
you
talking
gonna
days
talk.
are over.
And they cut corners because I know they were like, thank God I'm working on this character with a mask, because there's a part where they don't animate shit.
Oh, I know.
And they just have a person talking, and they just standing there looking at the other person. And unfortunately, they don't have to do lip sync because there's a mask on them. But what they do is they really do shine when they have to get into the action parts. Like the fight scenes and the action parts are really well done, man. I was impressed by this, man. I was very impressed by this. My wife watched this last night. She don't even like stuff like this, but she watched it and she's a little stoned. And even she was just like, when she saw things happening with people dying, she's like, ooh. And it helped that she knew the game a little bit too. Sure. Why'd you do that to this man right here?
Exactly. Whenever I see somebody in the movie do that, I was like, why?
Yeah, we talking about, I had turned down, but you got to get that dude who got to have that one last defiant gesture.
I'm not telling you shit.
Die,
He's like,
knowing
yeah.
I will kill every last member of the Lin Kuei on this island.
I was gonna let your ass go, but not now.
I love how they even do the cartoony things when like they're dying. Like I love the eyes just going off in different directions. The expressions of their deaths. For them.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
This motherfucker had nothing but regret before he died. Yeah, listen, we have fun watching it. Yeah. I give it a.
It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it at home. I watched it, getting the contact high. I watched it as it probably was meant to be, and I say this all the time. I watch it at home and have fun. I give it for hardcore fans of Mortal Kombat, it would definitely be a higher rating for you because it's giving you everything that you want to see from the games. And they're keeping you, they're mainly keeping you in mind. You have no business probably watching this. It's not like it's at the theater or something. You have to go and buy this and watch it at home and whatnot.
Or rent it.
Yeah, rent it. So, I'll give this a very high rental. I mean, it was a good time. It was a lot of fun.
For me, it's more just a regular rental. Like it's not something I would pay for because one, I'm not one of the hardcore fans. So a lot of things that a fan, which I'm not putting them down for it. I get that. You're a fan of something, the tropes that go with it. For me, I feel like, yes, for all the great action scenes and the gore, it peaks so early with the big first fight with the gore that later it doesn't have as much impact for me. The animation is a lot better than what I expected. And looking through those other Mortal Kombat properties, this does seem far and away better than those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's just a regular rental, I would say.
Nice.
This is the best adaptation that Mortal Kombat has received ever. I mean, this embraces the best aspects of the actual games itself. It's the action, it's the gore, it's the violence. I really enjoyed this film. They set up a sequel, and I want to see that sequel. They were not shy about that.
I'll be there for it too.
Yeah, and we'll probably see a lot of returning characters. So I would give this a solid matinee.
Solid matinee.
So, in the game, is that a thing that Scorpion is a white guy in feudal Japan?
He's Asian in this.
He's just I don't know.
Is he?
You know what? I want to be careful what I say here because
I read he was Asian in here.
I thought he was Asian, and I want to be careful what I say because listen, he was a very wide-eyed Asian. He
Yeah.
had brown beard and everything. He looked like that dude.
He looks like a
from-
white guy with guy liner on.
Yeah. I mean, maybe his eyes are that big because he's so angry or whatnot. But I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about put slanted, insulting racist eyes on him. But he did.
Sure, but they did it with Liu Kang.
He did. Yeah, exactly. They gave Liu Kang Asian eyes. He's very Western looking, Caucasian looking. I did enjoy it though. I did. I had a good time.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.